What is up, Guardians, and welcome back to another Destiny 2 build episode. The new Destiny 2 expansion Renegades is dropping on December 2nd, and Bungie already hit us with a bunch of buffs that will shake up a lot of our favorite builds. Today I want to show you a Solar Hunter build that's built around the new buffs Bungie announced, and because of that, this setup is absolutely perfect to take straight into the upcoming Renegades expansion. Whether you're planning to jump into the campaign on day one or dive into early endgame activities, this build will give you everything you need: damage, survivability, and consistency all in one package. If you enjoy this format, I'd really appreciate a sub and a like. It helps the channel a ton and lets me keep dropping more builds for you guys. But without further ado, let's jump right into the video. As I mentioned earlier, this build is based on the buffs Bungie announced over the last few weeks, and on top of that, the build itself was already extremely strong. It's just getting even better now. This is actually the exact build I'm planning to start the Renegades expansion with, simply because it's reliable, fast, and hits insanely hard. We're running a Solar Hunter Gunslinger build paired with Agape and the exotic Lucky Pants, and this combination is what really pushes the build to the next level. Alright, before we jump into all the individual parts of the build, let's take a quick look at the key reason why this setup is going to be so strong going into Renegades, and that is of course the latest round of buffs Bungie announced. As you can see, Golden Gun, both Deadshot and 6-shooter, are getting some massive damage increases, not just against regular enemies but also against bosses. On top of that, Golden Gun shots now apply Scorch and even count as Radiant when fired inside a well. And that alone already pushes Solar Hunter back into a really powerful spot. But that's not all. Knives got buffed, Blade Barrage got buffed, and even Dodge Energy Regen got a big boost. So yeah, Solar Hunter is eating well next season. So keeping that in mind, let's dive deeper into the build. First off, let's talk about the subclass. We are running Gunslinger with Golden Gun Deadshot, and as you can see here on screen, this super just got some huge damage buffs, and Deadshot already gives you that super consistent crit accuracy. We're pairing it with the two aspects Knock 'em down and On Your Mark. Knock 'em down boosts your Golden Gun even further by increasing duration and giving you more consistency on your knives, so every part of your kit feeds into more uptime and more damage. On Your Mark, on the other hand, gives you a massive boost to reload speed and weapon handling every time you activate your dodge or land precision kills, which fits perfectly with Lucky Pants and Agape later in the build. Moving on to the fragments, here's what we're running. Ember of Torches makes you radiant every time you land a powered melee hit, which is huge for both ability flow and weapon damage. Ember of Combustion. Final blows with your Golden Gun create big ignitions, giving you extra ad clear for free. Ember of Singeing. Dodging becomes even stronger because applying Scorch reduces your class ability cooldown. More Scorch means more dodges means more on your markup time. Ember of Ashes. This increases the amount of Scorch you apply overall, which means you trigger ignitions faster. Perfect synergy with Deadshot and all the recent Golden Gun buffs. Ember of Char. Ignition spreads Scorch to nearby enemies, turning every ignition into a chain reaction. So together these fragments create a loop of Scorch, ignitions, more Scorch, all while keeping you radiant and feeding your abilities non-stop. Now that we've got the subclass, aspects, and fragments covered, let's take a look at the weapon we're building around. As I mentioned earlier, we're going with Agape, and this thing is basically perfect for a Solar Hunter setup. It's a heavy burst hand cannon, which means you're firing powerful 2-round bursts that hit extremely hard, and because of its stat distribution and perk pool, it works insanely well with Lucky Pants and our Scorch Ignition playstyle. And the really crazy part about using Agape in this setup is how well it works with On Your Mark. Because this hand cannon fires in those strong 2-round bursts and gets kills super consistently, you're almost always sitting at max stacks of On Your Mark. That means you basically have constant reload speed, constant handling boosts, and your whole gameplay loop just stays smooth and aggressive the entire time. And the perfect partner for Agape in this setup is the exotic leg armor Lucky Pants. This exotic really ties the whole build together in a simple but effective way. Lucky Pants gives you a strong hand cannon damage window whenever you swap to your primary, and because Agape hits so consistently with its burst shots, you can make great use of that buff every time it's active. Both pieces work together really smoothly. You dodge, reload quickly, swap to Agape, and deal steady, reliable damage. It feels clean, fast, and very comfortable to play, especially with the solar changes coming in Renegades. Now that we've got the weapon side of the build covered, let's take a quick look at the armor mods we're running. Nothing too crazy here, it's all about keeping the flow of the build smooth and making sure Agape and your abilities are always ready to go. We'll go through them nice and quick, just like always, so you can pause the video if you want to take a closer look. On the helmet, we've got Special Ammo Finder. Super helpful since I'm also pairing this build with Mint Retrograde. Then Solar Siphon and Harmonic Siphon to keep those orbs rolling in and maintain ability and super uptime. On the gauntlets, we're running heavy-handed, strand loader, and impact induction, a really solid combo for generating extra energy and keeping the gameplay loop smooth. On the chest piece, we're running concussive dampener, solar resist, and strand ammo generation to stay a bit safer and make sure ammo economy never becomes an issue. On lucky pants, the setup is simple but strong. Stacks on stacks and weapon surge, this amps your weapon damage while keeping your armor charge economy healthy. And finally, on the class item, we're using Reaper, Time Dilation, and Powerful Attraction. This combo keeps your armor charges lasting longer and lets you pull in orbs without breaking your flow. Now when it comes to stats, I focused mainly on two things. Maximizing my weapon stat as much as possible and pushing my super stat really high. Those two make the biggest difference for this build. Faster supers, smoother gunplay, and way more consistency overall. The rest of your stats, that's completely up to you and your playstyle. Just spread them out in a way that feels good for you. As for the artifact mods, I'm honestly not sure yet if Bungie has revealed the full Renegades artifact, so at the moment I can't tell you exactly which mods you should focus on, but considering all the solar and golden gun buffs Bungie announced, I'm pretty confident we're going to see artifact mods that directly support this playstyle. Maybe something that boosts solar weapon uptime, ability regen, or even synergizes with knock 'em down and on your mark. So once the expansion drops, just keep an eye out for anything that complements solar weapons, ability loops, or precision bonuses, and you'll be good to go. Alright Guardians, that's gonna wrap up today's build. If you're looking for a strong, reliable solar hunter setup to jump straight into Renegades on day one, this is definitely one I can recommend. It's simple, it hits hard, and with the upcoming buffs, it's only going to get better. If you enjoyed the video or found it helpful, feel free to drop a like and subscribe so you don't miss any of my upcoming Renegades builds and weapon reviews. Thanks so much for watching, I really appreciate it. Stay sharp out there, and I'll see you in the next one, Guardians.